Let's get this show started, shall we? I'm not taking out my snowy wave perler because it'll set Night off because he hears the drawer and he thinks it's treat time. So, yeah, thanks for being here and happy Thursday. Truthfully, I almost canceled today's stream even though people were looking forward to this. It's been a long week for me. And then yesterday I wasn't feeling great. And then today it was a little bit of it, but I feel slightly better. It's been a really busy week. I'm kind of exhausted. But I gotta power through and try to stay semi-relevant on Twitch. And I didn't want to let people down, so I'm here. I am here, and we are going to play some Yakuza. But I do appreciate people who dropped into the Twitch gaming stream earlier today. I did see a few folks pop in and some familiar names in chat, so that was really nice. It was cool to just be back on there again. It's been a while for Twitch gaming for me. And then of course earlier this week the Xbox stream, I appreciate people who dropped into that too. I feel like it's a lot harder for me to create content compared to before, obviously. And I just don't feel like I have the energy level that I used to. I still enjoy it, but I just wish I had more energy. I never have it. But anyways, hopefully we could just have a good time tonight. I don't really know. Sorry I'm not great, but I'm gonna try to hopefully, if I can't make you laugh, at least make you smile tonight. I'm gonna try my best. So thank you all for being here and supporting my stream and supporting my content, even though I feel like it's not really worth supporting anymore. So I appreciate that anyone still does, because it's been pretty lackluster in the snowlit world of content the last few months. So yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Phineas, thanks for dropping in. Alice, good to see you. Hotshot, thanks for being here. Alshin, welcome back. Pixelated, good to see you. Leo, I don't know if you're still here, but it's good to see you. Take care of yourself. Sleepy, thanks for dropping in as well. I appreciate you. And I think that's it. So, I guess people want to see gameplay, and I gotta, you know, not take up time talking. So, we're gonna just dive into things and just get on with it. Let's just get on with it. I don't really have anything interesting to talk about anyway, so. Matarade, thanks for poking your head in. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy. The controller turned off. Did all my downloads finish? I guess they did. Or did they not? Oh, I guess they didn't. I guess that's finishing. I already did the system update. I was slightly late because I was messing with this stuff. So. I had to rearrange my camera because Night earlier today ran between the wall and my streaming PC and ended up pulling on the cable to my vertical monitor, which pulled it kind of, it pulled it crooked on the mount and moved my camera placement as well. So I had to reset it up. So if my webcam seems off in terms of position, that would be why. It's because of Night. Nearly pulled my entire setup down earlier. I feel like I'm not zoomed in like I was before. Hopefully that's alright. Hi Samo, thanks for joining. I don't remember where I left off. I think we finished all our side quests or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we were doing side quests. Okay. That's fine. Hi, Tech Game. Hope you've been well. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Long time no see, partner. How's life? Alright, we're just gonna go to the main quest because I think that's all we got left right now. So, again, I don't remember anything, even though it was a week ago, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna continue. Tomorrow's going to be hectic. We should get some sleep. Yeah. You're right. Sleep it is. Great. The next day.
おはようございます、兄貴。
おう、具合はどないや。
昨日よりだいぶいいみたいです。今日は俺もバッチリ働きますよ。
よし。せやけど二人で行動するんは目立つ。下見は別々に行動しよ
う。わかりました。じゃあ一通り下見が終わったらここに戻って合流ということで。
わかった。
Did I do this thing earlier on the Twitch channel? You mean like the Twitch gaming appearance? Yeah, it was earlier at roughly 12:30 to like 1:15 Pacific time, which is like an hour earlier than my old start time, or 2 hours earlier than my old start time. But yeah, it was at twitch.tv/twitchgaming. The VOD's available. It was only like maybe like a 20-minute appearance. It wasn't really super long. It was really easy to miss, to be honest. But if you go to twitch.tv/twitchgaming, you can just check the VOD. It's called the Game Changers Celebrating Women in Gaming, is what the VOD is. It might be connected to the weekly VOD. Come to think of it. So. Think of it. Can I cross? I think I can. Okay. Oh man, cops again. Why? Maybe there's a way around. Yuki Matsuri Opening Ceremony. This has got to be where they'll do the Snow Festival's opening ceremony. So, how do we nab Kitakata tomorrow? A manhole. Where does it lead to? Now we gotta go underground again. That's all the scouting I can do. Better meet up with Baba at Polaris and plan for tomorrow. So we literally walked here, observed a manhole, and now we're leaving. Oh, it's a moment.
さあ皆さん雪まつりならではの大技をお楽しみくださいそっそっそっほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいそりゃ早い雪玉雪玉でしょ
Wow. What are we learning from this anyway? Oh, we're turning someone into a snowball? What if there's no snow? What do you roll them up in? Okay. Alright. That was something. Oh, no worries, Samo. Hope you had a good time at the concert. Hi, Shen. Thanks for joining. Welcome. Yakuza is a very serious game. Don't remember, but Saejima's the one who gave him the idea to do that. It was a side quest. Interesting. Hey, Tad. You love that they still have these moments things. Yeah. Well, I like that they removed having to do a quiz. Do y'all remember that? Was it in Yakuza 4? We had to do like it was like a pop quiz or something, and we had to answer the question to learn the moment, and if we got it wrong, we had to redo the whole thing. Yeah, I'm glad they removed that, because I don't I don't think that was really useful. Wasn't it unique? Why are these Yakuza so bad at keeping a low profile? I think it's kind of normal. Street performers gotta have all kinds of acts, like breathing fire and throwing knives. How'd this guy get invited to the snow festival anyway? He's gotta go train or come up with ideas or something like that. Essence of Snowman. Alright then. I guess that's something. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go back. Wait, there's a side quest. Why is there a side quest? Huh. Can't sleep because it was so good. Oh, nice. Were there a lot of people at the concert? Ted, you were surprised that there was no quiz? This flows a little nicer with the rest of the game. I think it's better without the quiz. I didn't like the quiz, actually. Oh, more cops. Uh-oh. Cops. Gotta make myself scarce. Were we not walking into a side quest? Should be safe here. Gotta lay low till the cops are gone.
Eh?
Hey, who are you? Huh? People are allowed to jump right in? No one told me. What's that? What are you talking about?
Oi, oi!
Whoa, this is a big no-no. You're not supposed to be in here. If you want to participate, you have to register and wait for the next session. What are you saying? This is a fight arena for the snow festival. A fight arena sounds kinda intense for a snow festival. Let's get off the playing field and I'll explain. Of course we have like a mini game of some sort. The arena is for snowball fights, ha ha ha. If you'd like to play, I can set you up. I handle all the registrations. That's okay. I ain't interested. It was just an accident, me wandering in. Oh, well, if you change your mind, please come see me. Thanks. But for now, I gotta wait a minute. Guess we have to preoccupy ourselves. Can't go back to the hideout with these cops everywhere. Better kill some time here. Hey, how about telling me the rules? So I can see if it's my style of competition.
Hi.
Sure. Here's how you play. You may participate in a snowball fight by speaking with the event registrar. Each game costs 1,000 yen to play. The participants are ranked according to the points they earn within a set time. The winner gets a prize. Points are awarded and subtracted as follows. Hit an enemy with a snowball, which is a strike, plus 3 points. Get hit by a snowball, which is a hit, minus 2 points. Your total points will not fall below 0 no matter how many times you are hit. During the final 30 seconds, the value of hits and strikes is doubled. You may not make your own snowballs. Acquire snowballs from the restocking points located at the 4 corners of the playing field. You can fill your snowball pouch to capacity at any restocking point. Win enough battles and you can advance to more challenging courses, which offer better prizes. That about covers it. If you ever need a refresher on the rules, I'll be happy to explain again. Here's a snowball pouch. You need it to play. I'll be right here anytime you want to participate. Just let me know. Yeah, it was a sold-out arena. People are drained after 2 years of drought. Yeah, I understand. Huh. Good. The cops are gone. Wouldn't mind a snowball fight if there's time, though. Interesting. Maybe we should try it, I guess. Let's try it. Deathmatch beginner. Deathmatch for beginners. Oh, it's first person? Oh, wow. Throw a scatter shot with L1. Run, double tap. Wait, R2 is to run? How does that make any sense? Oh, it's X. You can do X too. Oh, triangle replenish, circles to throw, and X's to throw. No, circle and square is to throw. And okay. Oh god. How do I know how many snowballs I even have? Oh god. Where is everybody? Ow! Oh god. Oh, this is not cool. What the fuck, dude? Oh god. That's what a scatter shot is? This guy sucks. Can you not, dude? Why can't we crouch in this game? Oh god. Why do I suck? Ugh. This first person thing is kinda... Oh no, is that a dodge? This is so bad. I feel like this could have gone so much better. Oh wow, I really suck at this. Oh no, I don't think I have the patience for this today. I suck. I suck. Good job, Snowy. You've proven yourself at how terrible you are and how sucky you are and just not good and unskilled and untalented and terrible you are. Good job. Alright. Thank you, game, for telling me how useless I am. We're going to continue the story now. Oh my god. I suck so bad. Why am I so shitty these days? I'm shitty at the game. I have no energy. My content's kind of boring. Why am I still here? Alright, let's keep going. We have to go back to Polaris, so we'll see how that goes. Hi, Punisher. Yeah, it was a first-person snowball fight. Honestly, I think I would have done better if it was third person. First person is not very smooth in this game. Because I just don't feel like they know how to do first person. Because every game is third person. Ugh.
兄貴、遅かったですね。
会場一通り見て
I
き
was
たけど
doing a snowball fight.
警備相当やな。あれは近づくんも一苦労やで。
それだけじゃないっすよ。仮に誘拐がうまくいったとしても、当然追っ手が来るでしょうし、警察も動き出すはずです。問題は山積みですよ。
無茶は承知の上や。追っ手が来たらそん時はそん時、片付けるまで俺は何としても兄弟が死んだっちゅう話の真相を知りたい。
わかりました。
すまんの。
何がですか？
俺のわがままに付き合わせてしもて。
そんな。刑務所でも雪山でも俺を助けてくれたのは兄貴じゃないですか。受けた恩、今度は俺がお返しする番なんですから。そんなこと気にしないでください。
そうか。大きにな。
それよりも兄貴、誘拐のヒントになりそうなもの何か見つかりましたか？
それなんやが、どうやって北方に近づけばええんか正直見当もつかん。
そうですか。
なんとか気づかれんように近づく方法を考えんとな。
兄貴、俺思い出したことがあるんでちょっと出てきます。
どうしたんや急に。
いえ、 大したことじゃありません。兄貴は先に休んでください。
What's eating Baba-chan? Do I really want to sleep like he suggested? I don't feel like we can follow him, so I guess we'll just get rest. Hi Ink, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I know it's been a while since we did Yakuza. Was it last week that I brought it back? It had been like 2 months, so. And I figured we should finally get through this game. So currently it's on the schedule every week on Thursdays. Alice, you were so bad at the minigame. I don't think it's because the controllers aren't as smooth. Like I said, I don't think they really know how to polish first person in this game. So. Hi EXO, thanks for joining. Ink, you need to finish your not first playthrough, but your playthrough of 6. Perhaps you'll work on that this weekend. Yeah. It is gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Have there been any more Hana-chan cameos? I don't think we've seen her, but it's been a long time.
Hi. Osoku.
Like I said, it's been a long time. So I don't really remember the last time we saw her, if at all, in this game. Thank you, Sora, for 34 months. Nearly 3 years hype. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome back. And happy 34 months. Thank you, thank you. I hope you've been well. Yeah, I don't know if we've seen Hana-chan, to be honest, at all in this game. Wasn't she was in Yakuza 4, right? When we were playing Akiyama. We haven't played Akiyama at all yet in this game. The first part was Kiryu, and now I'm on Saejima, who's part 2. And I want to say part 3 is probably Akiyama, so maybe we'll see Hana then. But otherwise, yeah, she hasn't showed up. As far as I'm aware, my memory is also really unreliable. But as far as I'm aware, she has not shown up in Yakuza 5 yet. So, I feel like I need to put my camera a little bit more. I think I need to chop off a bit of the right side. Here we go. It was bothering me with the positioning. I had to reposition my camera because Night earlier knocked everything down, almost. Enjoy your lurk, Sora and Punisher. Yeah, you were seeing her at the end of 4, right? She definitely... Yeah, it was mostly in 4, but we haven't seen her since, so... But yeah. EXO, you had an emotional week, but you're still standing. Yeah, hang in there. My week's been rough too. I wanted to cancel tonight's stream. I don't have the energy. I never have the energy, but I definitely don't tonight. But I didn't want to let people down, because there were people who expressed interest in this stream tonight, and I hate depriving all of you of what you're looking forward to. So I am powering through and trying to smile and find some energy that I don't have. But, you know, it is what it is. I have to try my best.
なってすいませんでした。
さてと、これからどないしようか。
今日はおそらく大変な騒ぎになると思います。何か必要なものがあれば今のうちに準備を済ませてしまいましょう。
せやな。
じゃあおのおの準備を済ませて昼前にここに集合ということで。
わかった。
This could be the last day to roam free in Skimino. Better not leave with any regrets. I think we've done everything. Like, we finished his main sub-story line. Oh. Well, we're missing 2. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I don't know if I need to bother with those. I also missed 2 on Kiryu anyway. But we did finish this. We finished the hunting thing. So I feel like I'm all tapped out on Saejima. I think we're ready to move on with him. More or less. I didn't have to, Alice. You would have understood. Yeah, I know. I just... Like, it's not that I don't want to either, you know? Like, I love hanging out with you all. I miss you all a ton. And the more often I make it a habit of canceling, the even less that I get to see you, right? And I think I don't want to lose what we have here and what I have in general with the stream, you know? So I guess I didn't feel like I had a good enough excuse to cancel. If I was like sick, like really unable to like, you know, function, then I wouldn't feel bad about canceling. But like, I felt like I could make it. And I felt like I needed something good to kind of cap out the last like 48 hours. Because yesterday was a really shitty day for me. I felt like pretty much from afternoon onward, I felt so shitty and like cried on and off yesterday. So I just want like good right now, which is why I was like, I don't want to cancel, because to me, stream is good. It's a good thing. And yes, I'm tired, but this has always been good to me, you know? And even if I don't have the energy, just seeing you all in chat is good for me. No matter how few people come these days to my streams, it's still something that I find very good. So that's why I didn't feel like canceling, even though part of me wanted to. Well, thank you all. What the heck? Alice and Sleepy, what are you doing? Thank you, Alice, for gifting a 70-month resub to EXO, a 64-month resub to Shen, and Sleepy gifting a 4-month resub to Zeramard. Thank you all so much. Oh my gosh. Why is my hype not working? Okay. And Time Rift, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hi Smoey. Sending nothing but positive vibes.
Oh, Time Rift, it's been a while. Thank you for dropping in. Happy 51 months. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did end up crying yesterday because, like, the shit that I talked about in general chat on Discord, like, really got to me. And I don't know why it made me so upset, but it did. Those of you wondering, just go scroll back through general chat on my Discord. We talked about PTO. And what really bummed me out was that, unexpectedly, my manager had a really patronizing response to me submitting PTO for April. So it just really got to me because it was unexpected. So that's why I had a pretty crummy day yesterday. I feel better about it because I got to talk to my team lead, who was not my direct manager, but my team lead. I had a meeting with the leader of our team, and I got to just kind of talk it out and get advice because it upset me more than I want to admit yesterday. So I just felt crummy today, but I wanted something good, which is why I didn't cancel stream. Thank you. Holy moly. Oh, Time Rift, thank you again for 51 months. Hot Shot, did you just upgrade your sub to tier 2? Welcome back. Hot Shot, thank you so much for coming back to tier 2. You totally didn't have to, but I appreciate it. You got some more emotes you can use now. And happy 5 years again, though I think you did press the 5-year resub before. And Tad gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you. If you got gifted just now, and if you're here, make sure you give a big thank you to Tad for being so generous. If I'm not mistaken, that should have set off a hype train. I'm not entirely sure. I don't see hype trains. But thank you. Oh my gosh. But no, I didn't want, like I said, just to me, like nowadays with streams, I just wish I had more energy because I feel like I want to bring more energy. Again, one reason is because I don't drink tea for stream anymore. Because I start stream so late, I can't justify making a cup of tea with caffeine, you know, at like 6 p.m. It's a terrible idea. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. So that's why I feel like I have even less energy. So that said, like I said, I had a pretty shitty day yesterday, and I just wanted to just hang out tonight, which is why I didn't cancel. Even though part of me wanted to. Part of me thought about it. But anyway, long story short, I really appreciate you all for dropping in, you know, and still supporting me for some gosh darn reason. You know, it's honestly, you know, so much easier to just drop your support for my stream now. So I do appreciate people who are still here and stick around, because it just means a lot. It really does. And you all have always had a special place in my heart. And, you know, I can't express how much you all mean to me. So, thank you, Leo. What the heck? Gifting 10 subs to the community. And Ink gifted a sub as well to the community. And I missed so many names there, but if you are here and you just got gifted, make sure you give a big thank you to all these generous, wonderful people. My God, thank you all. Hey, Nintendo Geek, how are you today? EXO, thank you for the 100 biddies. Actually, it's like 200 plus now for an alert. So it's been a while, but thank you. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me scroll up. Oh, my nose is ready. EXO, you're going to sneak this into the hype train because you've been slowly telling people, but you're gay. Hell yeah! All the love to you, EXO.
Snowy, you are so awesome, and I'm sorry your day yesterday was so terrible. All the hugs.
Thank you, Nintendo Geek. Oh, so much love to you, EXO. So much love to you as well, Nintendo Geek. For the 500 biddies. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing better today because, like I said, I feel much better after talking to my team lead. But yesterday, my brain took that comment and, like, what's the word? Catastrophe as a verb. Catastrophize? Is that even a word?
We're the Snow Army, like our glorious leader. We never take or even see the easy way. Complicated detours for life.
Complicated detours. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sleepy, for the 300 biddies. You're right. You are the Snow Army. And you always gotta do things the snowy way, right? Thank you. Well, seriously, I appreciate it. But no, yesterday, my brain just, like, ran with that comment. And it really brought me down. Like, so bad. Ugh. But I'm doing okay. And I'm doing better because I got to talk to my team lead about it and get advice. And I feel better because it's not something, there's nothing I did wrong. So, yeah. I think it was that possibility that I did something wrong. But it's just like one of those, like, I've been getting all this positive feedback and then suddenly I've been told, oh, you're taking too much PTO. Like, oh, is that somehow affecting my work output? Like, has no one told me that the PTO I have taken has really, like, fucked things up? And so that's why, you know, I just, so my brain just ran with it, and I just had a really shitty day yesterday. Diz is a treasure. He really is. He helped me talk through most of it yesterday. So I felt better by the end of last night. And then today, getting to, of course, get some sleep, but also talk to my team lead and to, like, get advice from my team lead helped a ton too. So I appreciate just being able to have very candid feedback and honesty with people on my team. And I know I'm going to be able to talk to this to my manager next week, but it's just one of those, like, am I overreacting? You know, like, I had to get advice. And so I'm doing great. I'm doing better. It's just one of those, like, yesterday was just rough because my brain did brain things. We all know. We've all been there, right? With our brains. So, but I really appreciate you all because we had a freaking huge hype train. I don't even know. Did we complete level 5? Gosh, I'm so behind. Okay, where am I? Sorry, I'm really behind on chat because I feel like I missed a lot of people. EXO, too bad I'm not closer to New England. You made a couple batches of vegan lemon blueberry muffins. Oh, that sounds really good. Lemon blueberry sounds like a really good combination, actually. Ink, you always felt bad with Saejima. You never played him much. He's my least favorite to play as well. So, thank you. Thank you, Hotshot, for the hug as well. Oh, you're all wonderful. Thank you, Sleepy. Thank you, Samote. No, I don't think my manager's a bad person. My manager just weirdly sucks at communicating in an empathetic way, you know? Diz was saying that my manager lacks tactful communication. So I think that's the problem. And I know this. Like, this is not the first time I've seen communication clashes between my manager and somebody else. This is just the first time it's happened between my manager and me. And so it's just one of those, like, I know my manager has this issue with communication, so it shouldn't surprise me, but I still took it harder than I needed to and got really upset yesterday. So yeah, I guess it goes to show I'm just human. You did, Hotshot. You've been doing a bit better financially, so you think you can handle a tier 2 for now. Oh, thank you, Hotshot. I always take care of you, but I appreciate that. Ink, you were just reading a bit of it. The concept of unlimited PTO is actually worse because it's easier to manipulate and don't care about if you take PTO. You earned it. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, my previous company also had unlimited PTO. The one I did my part-time job at last year. They also have unlimited PTO, but I never got that vibe of you're taking too much PTO. Like, I never got that from anyone that I worked with or any teams that I was part of. So it was just really shocking, I guess, to get that. And I was like, and Diz even agreed. He was like, the comment was just very patronizing and read off as very condescending. And I'm just like, yeah. So it's not just me. I just didn't feel great. And so I just kind of let myself feel bad yesterday. Catastrophic? Maybe. Nintendo Geek, you're downloading Horizon Forbidden West? Oh, enjoy it. I'm not playing it as much as I should be, but it's been good. Ink, you were just thinking, sorry, I don't know why I said hating. You were just thinking about how much you had been missing the Snow Army, and you were not in the Discord, and then the stream, and there's so much darn love. There is a lot of love, and I really appreciate you all just doing all that with the hype train. I see it just ended because, you know, all that hype stress is kind of cute. What the heck? I mean, stress shouldn't be cute, but anyway, no, I do appreciate that. And like I said, I just wanted to hang out tonight, which is why I didn't cancel. So I do appreciate that you all also decided to shower me in love, because I was feeling kind of just run down after yesterday. So I don't think my manager's a butt per se, Nintendo Geek. I just wish there was a better way to, like, tell my manager how to communicate, you know? And it's, again, the good thing is that we do, at least at this company that I work for now, there is this culture of honest feedback, candid feedback, communicating openly no matter what, and don't keep things to yourself if you feel like, basically, you should speak up, right? That's what they encourage. And so I don't think this will be bottled for much longer. Like, yesterday when it happened, I didn't really, like, I responded, but I didn't tell them that how I felt. I didn't tell my manager how I felt about the comment, but I will bring it up when we have our weekly one-on-one next week. It's gonna be an interesting conversation. Work is such a crazy, manipulative, and abusive system. You are fine. You're amazing. Thank you, Ink. I enjoy the work I do. You know, I enjoy the team I'm on and the people and the company and everything. It's just, again, you know, nobody's perfect, I guess. But my current manager is a good person, I would say, overall. Just really not great at communicating sometimes. Sometimes. It's not all the time. It's just sometimes. And so it just really came off kind of, again, harsh yesterday. All right. You think it's safe to say you would have had one of two reactions, Hotshot? You would have either internalized it all and become more self-destructive towards yourself, or you would have overreacted and lost your shit at your boss. Yeah, I had a very terse response. I was like, noted, like, thanks for telling me that. You know, I said I'm only taking PTO when I feel it's necessary. And that was all my response was. And, like, I'm hoping that when I have that conversation next week, that my manager will be receptive and understanding and look to improve. And because in the end, it kind of hurt my feelings. So, because it felt like my manager just didn't trust me to, do the work and be responsible despite or in spite of PTO, Anyway, where are we at? Oh, I'm glad they turned out well, EXO. Nice. Hi, Huntik. Thanks for dropping in. How you doing? Thank you, Shin. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Hotshot, you're playing Horizon? Yeah, I've been slacking, but I've had a really busy week, to be honest. And I've been spending my evenings watching another Korean drama. I'm obsessed at this point, kind of. I don't want to say obsessed, but I'm definitely into that recently. I'm watching, it's actually on Netflix for anybody who has Netflix in the US. I don't know if it's in other regions, but in the US, it's on Netflix. And it's called Something in the Rain, and it's a romance Korean drama. And I'm on episode 3, and it's really cute. And it stars the guy who's in Snowdrop, who I also recently finished. So yeah, lots of I'm all like, I need some like sappy love stories, sappy love stories to escape in. I don't know. There are some workers who could be critical of you, even if you're giving 23 hours of your day to that job. It's hard to get yourself out of that feeling that you are to blame, but you absolutely aren't. Yeah. I think a lot of us can probably relate to how I felt about that kind of comment. For anybody who doesn't know, basically I was told yesterday by my manager that I was taking too much PTO, essentially. And I'm not taking that much PTO. I took 1 day in February, 1 day in March, and I'm not taking anything else in March. And I submitted for 3 days in April. And it's roughly a month away. A month away. Like, it's not even, I'm not even like being that employee who submits for time off for like the following week. No, this is a whole month away. Like, I thought I was doing my due diligence and being responsible. And like, I checked all the calendars to make sure that our team could cover everything while I'm out, right? That nobody else is out when I want to be out, right? I did everything, the whole 9 yards. Made sure I dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's, right? And when I informed my manager that I submitted that PTO request, my manager was like, be careful, you don't want to be taking PTO every month. And I'm like, so it was just one of those, it just made me feel really shitty and felt like my manager didn't trust me, even though I have been so good the past like 3 months that I've been working. I feel like I've blown away my entire team's expectations because I've really gotten on board so quickly. But it just felt kind of like a weird punch to the gut unexpectedly. I just didn't see it coming. So that's why I felt shitty. And that's what we're talking about with the whole PTO thing. So, oh, Autobot did weird things. Oh, Nintendo Geek, you've had a down day too? Oh, I'm sorry. This week has been really rough for a lot of us, hasn't it? For EXO, for you, for me. Oh, anyway, I just really appreciate that we get to, spend some time together, and I'm rounding out the end of my week with good, which is all of you. So, again, thank you all for just being so supportive and listening and just being here in general. Hunting, you're doing good tonight? Awesome. So many shows and so little time to watch. I know, Nintendo Geek. Well, the worst part is, like, these Korean dramas and their episodes are so long. I think the Something in the Rain episodes are roughly like 70 minutes. 70, 80 minutes. Which is a long episode. Compared to like the traditional 45, 50-minute episode of most like American TV shows. I mean, I'm not complaining. I love how long the episodes are in a lot of Korean dramas. But it's a time sink, you know, and sometimes I don't have like an hour and a half to spare. So so far I've been doing like one episode a night. So I think I started Monday night. So I watched one episode Monday, one episode Tuesday, and I watched one episode yesterday, despite feeling crummy. So yeah, that's what I did. Instead of the word donkey, immediately picture Gordon Ramsay insulting chefs on Hell's Kitchen. How am I doing tonight, Huntic? I'm tired. I'm good, but tired. I'm feeling better. Yesterday was a really shitty day. I felt really bad yesterday. But I'm feeling better today. I felt bad yesterday because of work stuff. Not related at all to stream, sorry. Or anything like here, but yeah. Vinius, you got yelled at for taking a half day off after your work was done. See, I don't get why people get like so angry and so like immediately almost defensive when people want time off from work. Like, I get it. There are people who do abuse it, maybe. But I feel like, at least in my case, I have shown that I'm so responsible and capable and competent and I do everything, right? So it just felt like a weird, disrespectful, like, I don't trust you even though you've proven otherwise. It just felt really weird to get that kind of comment. And like I said, I felt insulted, which is why I felt so bad yesterday. So Korean dramas, Sora, yeah, they're rough to watch if you don't have time. You normally watch them on 1.25x speed because you can translate Korean. What?
Hello there.
That's cool. Holy moly, Kodak. Hi, stranger. How you been? Thanks for popping in. Holy moly. It's good to see you. What's new? How's life? It's good to see you. I don't want to speed up my Korean drama episodes, but I definitely want to savor watching them. Time Rift, you're the team lead of your group, and your manager is away all week. So you're the de facto manager, and it's been a little stressful. Yeah, it can be stressful. Like, because, like, I guess if and when my manager's out, I have to cover. And so, you know, I don't know everything yet, obviously. I'm still kind of new on the job. But it's definitely, I can understand how that could be stressful. But I definitely hope that, wait, you said all week, so you're almost at the end of the week, right? So you're almost at the end. Hopefully it won't be so bad as you dive into the weekend. But yeah, you got this. And I feel like you got to remember that we're all our own harshest critics, so you're probably doing great. Even though you're a little stressed, you're probably doing great covering while your manager's away. So, yeah. Sleepy, you love it when your employees take time off. It's less people to manage and it makes your life easier. Plus, time off is a win-win situation, which a lot of companies don't realize, a lot of managers don't realize. Time off is a win-win situation because allowing workers to take breaks means they'll come back rested, recharged, and just so much more productive and happier. And if they're happier, they're gonna be more productive. That's just kind of, it almost goes hand in hand, right? And it sucks because like there are some managers who feel like if their employees take too much time off, then a lot of work will get left by the wayside and will fall behind and blah, blah, blah. But really, I feel like in a lot of cases, that's not true, especially if you have good workers that are responsible, you know? And I am. I have proven myself to be so responsible. Anyway, this turned into a really long spiel, but I'm grateful that you all are listening and sharing your stories and experiences too, because it's been a week for me. How you doing, Kodak? Thanks for joining. In case you're not aware, by the way, I'm sure you can infer from the conversation, but I'm a part-time streamer now. I have a full-time, not streaming job. You can actually read about it here for anybody wondering. I still stream just on Thursday and Friday nights. I start at 5:30 Pacific time and usually stream like 3 to 4 hours. I've been trying to squeeze in Saturdays, but I just have no energy by the time the weekend actually arrives. So I haven't been doing Saturday streams. But usually Thursdays and Fridays, I'm here in the evening. So to each their own, that's true. Hey, Lakitu, you had a virtual call center job last year. There was a complete lack of trust in that company, and they would treat you like slaves. Oof. Thank goodness you don't work there anymore. I've definitely heard horror stories at like call center jobs. Also retail. Retail's pretty rough. Any sort of customer service. Like I've worked in restaurants before. There's a lot of entitlement that some people have as well. And it's tough in general. Tomorrow's Friday time rift. Yes, because you work for a hospital, you've been trying to get people to take time off, especially since at least there COVID numbers have really dropped. Yeah, actually here in Colorado they have too. Like they've been kind of loosening mandates and stuff. Diz and I still wear masks when we go out. I have a hard time not wearing a mask. I feel so naked when I'm not wearing a mask. So Diz and I are still wearing masks, but I feel like it's weird because we're like the only ones. Like nobody else now wears masks. I don't know. Diz and I have managed to avoid COVID for over 2 years. So if we can continue to avoid it, that would be ideal, you know? So I don't know. It's hard for me to just like stop wearing masks. Oh, we dropped a lot of frames earlier. When did that happen? I missed that. Okay. All right, cool. You do a little bit of the lurking here and there and you're aware. Oh, thanks, Kodak. Thank you. Would rather have happy, productive employees for 5 hours a day than sad drones for 8 hours. Honestly, Sleepy, I think you're a good manager. I mean, obviously, I don't know enough details or anything, but just based on like your mentality and how you view managing the people you manage, I feel like you're a good manager. So that's rare to find. You're so ready for this week to be done too, Hotshot. The new distribution center crap has pushed you within a hair's breadth of burning out. Thankfully, the latter part of the week's calmed down. Yeah, I feel you on that. We're almost there, folks. Weekend's almost here. How's the new job going for me? It's been good. No, overall, like I'm talking about being tired all the time and not having energy, and I'm, complaining about this recent PTO thing. But overall, things are good. My mental health has improved drastically. I'm really sad I don't get to see you all as often because I'm not streaming as often or for as long. But on the plus side, my mental health is like way better than it's been in years. There's a lot more stability in my life. It's nice to have that kind of stability. And it's nice to have health insurance. It's nice to finally start a 401k, it's nice to finally have some, stability. But yeah, it's been good. I just always talk about being tired because I'm always tired because that's just me. Oh, they were in the last 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, I missed that. Thanks, Hotshot. We're playing Yakuza 5, by the way. We just got into a really long tangent talking about work and paid time off, and because that's been kind of what has been a big topic of conversation this week in our community. Because yesterday my manager had a very disappointing response to me taking time off in April. In April, yeah, it's a whole month away, but life's been pretty busy for you, Kodak. You moved to a new city. Ooh, new jobs and stuff. Be honest, you're just a guy that spends most of his time chilling. Are you still in the UK? You legit do nothing with about 80% of your time, and that's the way you like it. Hey, there you go. That's exciting, though. Lots of big changes. Same Tad, you're also wearing a mask for the foreseeable future. It's hard to drop that habit right now. Hi, Chester. You think this week has been stressful and exhausting for a lot of people. Not just work-related stuff, but all the insanity that's going on in the world. Oh, for sure. Like, we're all talking about what's going on in our bubbles. There's a lot of shit happening. Ukraine is still happening. I mean, Russia and Ukraine, so... Yeah, none of what's been happening these past 2 weeks feels real. Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely feel that sentiment too. It's been tough. You would think that as we go into each new year that things might get better, but it just feels like everything just gets worse. Like, what? Where's the light at the end of the tunnel? Unless it's actually a train that's coming towards us, you know? Hi, Shimigami. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream. You're happy to hear that, Kodak? It made you a little sad when you would stop by from time to time and I'd be talking about stress and mental health issues. Oh, I was honestly in denial for a really long time. It took me a long time to do something about it. But I felt like it was a good move and I'm in a much better place. And my mental health is like loads better. Like I have other sources of stress now. Like my manager giving me patronizing comments about taking PTO. But that aside, like it's still way better than the mental health issues that I just dealt with for like 2 whole years since like 2019. So, but thank you, Kodak. You were trying to do work yesterday, Vinius. You didn't know you were supposed to be training people that your new boss has brought in. You don't like them because they started cleaning and almost tossing out your work supplies. You really do not like them, especially when they get in your way. Oof. I'm sorry, Vinius. Or it could be a bear with a flashlight. This year you'll be cruising cross country in America in a camper van. That's exciting. Are things still good on the relationship front? I don't know the best way to ask because I want to be mindful in case, you know. But are you going to be traveling with someone? Nintendo Geek, you're wearing a mask for the foreseeable future as well. You'll not only be an animal nurse someday, but also don't want to get COVID or give COVID to people. Yeah. Yeah, there are still some people who wear masks here, but it's definitely like very few. Oh, look, it's 2022 here. I know, right? Right, Chester? I'm just like, what the hell? You're writing that one down? That light at the end of the tunnel is just a train coming towards us. Yeah, it's, you know? It's pretty rough. One more day off before you have to go to work. Oh, enjoy your time off. We are literally talking about time off, and that's why we're paused right now in the game, because we're ranting about like trying to take time off at your job, and it's tough sometimes. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. It's like, why is it such an issue to take a break, you know? Especially when it's included in your work benefits. Hell yeah, they are. Just about to celebrate 2 years of being married. What? When did you get married? I mean, I guess 2 years ago. Wow, life is awesome for you, Kodak. I mean, I'm sure you're going through all sorts of stuff. But that sounds really awesome. Like, I'm glad to hear things are going well. How is Diz doing? Diz is doing well. He's actually been job searching. He's still job searching. So he's working on that. Now that I have something more stable, he feels more comfortable looking for jobs and trying to figure something out with his professional life. So yeah, other than that, we're doing great. We're still here and we have cats and stuff. Did you tell me you got married? I don't remember. 2 years ago was a long time ago. That was 2020, wasn't it? I don't know if I remember 2020. It's like a giant void in all of our memories. Do you all remember 2020? Think about it. Like 2020, 1 year, like 2 years ago was March of 2020. Do y'all remember March of 2020? March of 2020 was a whole year in March. Like, so yeah, if you might have told me and I completely forgot because 2020 is like this giant void in my brain. So, but even still, that's really cool. Congratulations. Congrats. Good night, Huntic. Sweet dreams. Sleepy, you work for a train manufacturer and you've done tunnel safety training. And yes, the light in the tunnel will be dangerous. Yeah, it's literally still March of 2020. It has to be. Oh, gosh. Remember lots of sitting on the couch and playing Animal Crossing. Oh gosh, yeah, Animal Crossing. That was the year of Animal Crossing, wasn't it? You thought you've been in one of my streams before, to be honest? Shimigami? I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. My streams are pretty chill now. They're even more chill than before, I feel like. I just chill all the time. Oh, my nose is so ruddy. Time Rift, unfortunately, yes, you do remember 2020, but it's because you work for a hospital. Honestly, I'm so sorry. I'm both admiring of the work you do and also wishing that things were better because of the work you do and everything. I can't even imagine. So, didn't think that you would be a guy getting married, Kodak, but then you started crushing on an American girl and one thing led to another. Oh, honestly, I remember you were with her and I remember you were planning to like move together. Either she was going to go live with you in the UK, I can't remember, or you were going to move to like the Midwest somewhere. But then the pandemic happened, so that kind of fucked everything up like it did for a lot of people. And then I don't remember anything else since then. So but I do remember you had a relationship and I just didn't remember anything else. So anyways, definitely, I can't believe it's been over 2 years since the pandemic. But yeah, I'm still trying to avoid COVID. So that's why I'm always at home these days. Alrighty, we're finally going back to the game, I think. Is that what we're doing? We're playing this game? You remember one of my first Animal Crossing streams? Oh, hey! Did you change your username? I think Grizzly is a familiar username. Yeah, I did Animal Crossing a ton in 2020. I currently have over 1,000 hours in that game. I play it on and off. Hi, Bullseye. Welcome to the stream. Or Bullseye-o. Bullseye-o? Welcome. Where's the gameplay? Alice, get out. Yeah, I remember that. That's cool. Well, welcome back, Shimigami. Welcome back. All right, so where was I? Oh, we are doing things. Okay, we're doing story here, by the way. Yeah, you were gonna, whoops. You were gonna move to America, and then COVID made it pretty unrealistic, so you were like, shucks, guess it's England. So did she end up moving to England? I don't remember that. I don't know. All right, let's go. Let's do things. We were shoving Baba-chan around.
準備は済みましたか?
Yeah. I think this is the end of Saejima's, chapter or storyline. Oh, she's been there since August of 20. Oh, what? Wow, that's cool. Is she enjoying the UK life? Can't handle the weather. Well, it does rain a lot there, doesn't it? It rains a lot. It's always cloudy and overcast. The UK doesn't know what sunshine is. Or something like that. Where's the bubble gum? Yeah. You're hyped for this part? Here we go. We're going in.
大丈夫や。
それじゃあそろそろ行きましょう。
そうやな。北方に近づく方法は海上近くまで行ってから考えようが。
それなんですが、これから海上付近の警備はどんどん厳しくなると思います。兄貴、少しでも目立たないように別々に行きましょう。
分かった。一人で無茶するんやないで、ババちゃん。
ババちゃん。
分かってます。それじゃあ俺は先に行きます。
Okay. Alright, I'll have to get myself to the site soon. You get 2 weeks of mild sun a year. That should be enough. Oh, that's rough.
すみません。ちょっと手荷物拝見させていただいてもよろしいですか?
We ain't getting through the main streets, that's for sure. Got no choice. The alleys it is. Through the alleyways. Eh?
洋館敵中だ。検問の手前で脇にそれると思って網を張ってた甲斐があったぜ。
北方組のもん
Of
だ
course we have to fight.
おうよ。網走から出てきたって聞いたときは耳を疑ったが、どうやら伝説の極道ってのもあながち嘘じゃねえみたいだな。
...
親父に会って真島の敵討ちをしようって腹なんだろうが、そうはさせねえ。北方組は登場会なんかでは負けねえってことを教えてやるよ。
今何時？
ああ、
今何時か聞いとんのえ。
It's hammer time.
11時半過ぎだ。
そうか。ほなのんびりしとる時間ないな。さっさと片付けて北方のとこまで行かせてもらうで。
ふざけたこと抜かしやがって。もう二度と時間なんて気にしなくていいようにしてやるよ。やれ
I thought he was gonna throw a joke in there and be like, oh, it's time to beat you up. That's what time it is. But no, he was literally just talking about the actual time. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, grab a bike. Here we go. Smack him with a bike. Nobody can take it. Who else is left? Ah, so useful. These guys got social distancing right. Plenty of space between all of them. That takes care of that. I'll have to keep running and fighting, don't I? Of course. They could have set an ambush for Baba-chan too. Probably. I'm not even sure where I'm supposed to go. Is it this way? Maybe. There's only one way to solve arguments. Fists! There's a cop. Better cross the road and take the long way around. Huh? There's a cop on that side too. Gotta hide. Wait. Huh? Oh, there's cops everywhere. Oh, are we changing? We should wear the Santa outfit. Ain't nowhere to hide, so I need a disguise. Can I be Santa? This'll work. Sorry, gotta borrow this. We're stealing now, too. Oh, look! I'm a Santa. Alright. Looks like it worked. I'll give this outfit back later. Gotta find Baba-chan now. Your skill of swinging business scooters has improved. Not niche at all. Good thing Saiji was getting better at hitting people with a bike. Yeah, it is useful. What is this person doing? You finally had time to finish my first stream of Horizon Forbidden West, Shin. You had a very good first impression of the game. It was fun to watch the playstyle difference between me and Diz. Oh, thanks, Shin. Yeah, Diz is a lot faster than I am at like every game. I'm really slow. Everybody's walking into me like I'm some mannequin. Do people just not know how to avoid? Look at everybody just walks into me. That's so weird. Time to scoot. Put the cone on my head? What cone? I didn't see a cone. How many more Yakuza before I'm done with the series? So this is 5, and then we have 6. And that's the end of Kiryu's story. So Kiryu is the main protagonist of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's a lot of games. And then Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon, the one that came out like a year and a half ago? No. When did it come out? Did it come out like a year and a half ago? Anyway, Like a Dragon is Yakuza 7. It's actually a different protagonist. And also a different style of game as well. And then they also released Lost Judgment last year, I think, which is a sequel to Judgment, which is kind of an offshoot in the same universe but different characters. I have plans to play both of them, I just haven't gotten to it. Because you're a master of disguise. So much they think you're a statue. You think they notice they're walking into a mannequin. None of them are staring at a phone. Yeah. They're all just coming out here. It's like autopilot. Alright then. People can stop walking into me. Am I going the right way? Is it this way? Is it that way? Oh, no, it's this way. Gotta follow the arrow. I assume I'm going the right way. It wants me to go here. Gotta watch the map. Oh, here we go. Weapons are so useful in this game. At least the big ones are. Why don't trash cans do more damage? Stop it! I'm busy! Oh, there's more people! Oh, it's like a mini boss! Ah, that's a mini boss. Damn it. I need more scooters. These scooters are probably the best weapon. Poor Christmas tree. Oh, I feel bad. Oh, this crate is useless. What the heck? I need a better weapon. Why are there not better weapons out here? Why does it have to be trash cans and crates? Stop it. Alright, we're good. Holy fuck, do you hate slither fangs? Are those the snakes? I'm not sure what this is. Is this a can of, like, gas? Actually, are you all done? Alright. Finally. I feel like I need to bring a weapon. Let's go. People need to start using metal garbage cans. Yeah, plastic ones make terrible weapons. Oh, there's a whole scooter there. Once this thing breaks. I feel like throwing a bicycle on somebody and then jumping on the bicycle while it's on that person sounds really painful. To be honest. Level up! Oh, it's a propane tank, so it is gas. Is propane a gas? That sounds like a dumb question. Alright. You mostly hate the machines. Get up. Where there's not really a good way to beat them except slowly drain their health. If you're Santa, you should definitely be using the sleigh. I don't have a sleigh, but I have a Christmas tree. Where are these people coming from? I have places to be. WTF? Why are these people so rude? Isn't that a sleigh on the ground? Oh, is that a sleigh? You mean this thing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good eye, Kodak. I didn't even see it. I'm in the holiday spirit. I didn't even see it. Depends on the temperature. It's either a gas or a liquid or a solid. Oh. Okay. Goodness. Oh, I dropped the sled. Huh? There goes my plan. There's Baba-chan. Is he looking for me? Gotta cross the road and meet up. It's time to cross the road. I feel like I'm gonna have to fight somebody before I get there. Oh gosh! A quick time event to avoid a car? Why are people trying to kill me on the road? The disrespect for Santa right now. The heck?
兄貴、こっちです。
Are we just not gonna address the fact that somebody tried to hit us? Possibly two
兄貴、
people
大丈夫でしたか？
with a car?
大丈夫や。
っていうか兄貴、何ですかその格好。
これか警官巻くための変装に決まっとるやろ。
逆に目立ってますよ。
そうかほんなら着替えるからちょ待っとけ。
Oh, Sayajima. Where were his clothes?
これでええやろ。服はとりあえずしもうとくとするわ。
それじゃあ急ぎましょう。兄貴、俺についてきてください。
The only Yakuza game you owned or played was Kiwami. Wait, there's not Kiwami 0, it's Kiwami 1. Kiwami was pretty good. Zero's probably still the best, in my opinion.
こっちにも待ち伏せが。
Of course
や
they
るしか
are.
ないようやな。行くで、ババちゃん。
People try to kill you on the road every day. You thought that was normal, hotshot? Oh, it's tough. WTF? Can you not right now? I am very busy. You're not allowed to get up. We nearly killed the main guy. Sweet. Okay. Why are people trying to run over Santa? That was my thoughts exactly, Alice. Who else is there? Since you were stating different states of matter, it could also be plasma. You think there's also non-fermionic condensates, but those are theoretical.
よし、これで追ってくる奴らは全員倒しましたね。
That's a lot of big words.
そうみたいやな。そやけどこいつら、お前んこと容赦なしに襲ってきたな。いくら俺と行動を共にしてるからといえ、元は同じ組の人間やないか。
ええ、実は俺もこいつらの顔知らないんですよ。きっと俺が無所に入ってからの10年の間に組に入った奴らなんでしょう。
そうなんか。
この10年の間に時代が変わったっていうか、もう本当に俺の居場所なんてないんだなって気がしますね。
寂しいもんやな。
さあ、それじゃ行きましょう。こっちです。
Let's go. He stopped a car with his hands. It's
こないな
Sayajima.
とこに来てどないするつもりや。
このマンホールから下水道に入ることができます。
下水道？
セレモニーの会場のちょうどステージとなってる場所にマンホールがあるんです。
I
この
thought
マン
you
ホール
knew
を辿ってい
this.
けばあそこに出られます。そこから直接北方の親父に接触するのがベストかと。
よう調べたな。
実は昔ガキの頃あそこの公園で遊んでた時に通ったことがあったのを思い出したんですよ。
なるほどな。ほな行こうか。
Let's go. It's probably smelly down there. He punched a giant bear in the face. It's just a Monday. Yeah, right?
この上です。
時間は？
もう12時を過ぎています。オープニングセレモニーは始まっているはずです。
頃合いやな。
Dot, dot, dot.
どないした？まさかここまで来ておじけづいたんとちゃうやろな。
Oh, what? Don, you're blocked on the Discord server. I don't think you're blocked because then you wouldn't be able to see anything. Let me double check. real quick. Sometimes it doesn't sync properly too. It could be a sync issue. Let's force the sync. Why did it sync last Friday? Wow. Did that work? Can you refresh your Discord and see if that worked? Dawn, you might not have had the right role, maybe. Maybe refresh. Control R. Or if you're on a Mac, I think it's... Is Discord on Mac? It's like Command R. Actually, I don't know. Does Discord exist on Mac? His name is actually Moped Man. Yeah, we're going to the sewers. How exciting.
違いますよ。ただ親父に会ったら何を話そうかなと思って。
そんなん今考えることちゃうで。まず誘拐成功させてからや。
そうですよね。すいません、兄貴。
よし、行こうか。
Isn't it liquid in the cans? I think it is Samote. At least in those cans.
おかげさまでこの月見の雪祭りも今年で56回目を迎えることとなりました。ご承知の通り、北海道の冬というのはですね、とにかく雪が多く切っても切れない関係にあります。その雪に親しみ、こうして毎年楽しいお祭りが開けるということは、我々月見野の人々が自然と共生しているということの証でもあります。
北方理事。例の網走刑務所の脱獄囚が会場の近辺に現れたという情報が入りました。
He looks like he'd be a villain.
万が一ということもあります。身の回りには十分お気をつけください。
Yeah, we're going for the head of the Kitakata clan, who is actually Baba-chan's former clan. Because they might have something to do with Majima's supposed death. I still refuse to believe it. But yeah.
おや、どうかなさったんですか？
いや、何？どうやら待ちわびていた相手が来たみたいだな。これでやっとあいつとの約束が果たせそうだ。だがこの状況、どうやって突破する気だ？
No, Alice. No. Oh yeah, I got more tattoos. Yeah, Kodak. Let me show you. You can also type ! tattoos. I have a nice little command now. I don't remember if you haven't. When's the last time you were here? This is my newest. I got this November, December of last year. So like 3 months ago. And this I really love it. I call it my identity tattoo. It's an Asian woman, just nondescript, just an East Asian woman. And my birth flowers all around. And I'm planning to add more to make it a sleeve. I just haven't contacted my artist yet, but yeah, I love that. Other than that, I guess I got this. I don't know if you saw that. Diz and I have a couple's tattoo. It's a sun and a moon. The moon is on the inside on my arm, but the sun is on the inside on his arm. And the sun's out here on my arm. But yeah, I think that's really it. Everything else has been here for a while. How long did this take? I had to do it in 2 sessions, unfortunately. It was going to be like 5 hours in 1 session. But my tattoo artist started feeling sick. It wasn't COVID, but it was like stomach related. But it was, I think it took like 5 hours or 5.5. Maybe 4.5, I don't remember. It should be on my tattoos chat command. If you go to that link, it tells you how long each one took as well. But yeah, it was good. I love my tattoos. I want to get my 8th one. I'm going to get something that's going to be an extension of this. And I'm going to get like more flowers, I guess. I don't really know. I like flowers. And a dragon inside the flowers. And it's going to kind of come up here on like towards my collarbone and also the backside of my arm. So yeah, pretty much. It's most likely your end. You'll try it, Dawn. Yeah, try refreshing and see. I synced it up. It looked like the Discord server did not sync since last Friday for some reason. I don't know why it stopped. But yeah, hopefully that'll fix it. Let me know if you still can't do things. You might have to just reconnect your you might have to reconnect your Twitch account. But thank you, Bullseye. Tatted up on a Thursday night, kicking ass in Yakuza 5, pretty much. Really started going nuts with them. I love tattoos. Yeah, I'm gonna get my 8th one this year at some point. But thank you. I actually have so many different artists. This is the first one by this artist, and I really enjoy like her work in general. And I'm just like, yeah, I want to, like, most of my left arm I think I'm going to dedicate to her because it's pretty sweet stuff. But yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. Daizo Kitakata. I think this is the guy we're trying to kidnap.
いいんだいいんだ、気にしないでくれ。
さあ、オープニングの航空ショーが始まりますよ。どうですか、見事なもんでしょう。今年は結構金を使ったんですよ。
He's gone.
あれ
Wait, did literally nobody notice? Is there no such thing as peripheral vision?
Hehe. なるほどな。こういう手もあったのか。
北方組の北方組長に間違いないな。
なあ、そうだ。梅さんは冴島大河だな。
そうへ。
こうして会えて嬉しいぜ。ずっとあんたのことを待ってたんだ。
待っとったやと。どういうことや。
おめえさん、あの真島が死んだっつう話を聞いてはるばる網走からやってきたんだろう。真島を殺した犯人である俺に会うために。そうだろ。
He's not dead.
実はそのことなんだが、俺もおめえに伝えなきゃならない
He's
こ
not
とがある
dead.
んだよ。
There's no way.
一体何や。
あの真島五郎が最後に言い残したことは気にならねえか。邪魔が入らねえ場所を用意してやる。そこで話そう。
兄貴、罠かもしれませんよ。
安心しな。俺の部下たちも知らない場所だ。もちろん警察も知らん。さっきも言ったが、俺もお前さんに用事があるんだ。さあ、邪魔が入らねえうちに行こ
う。兄貴。
How's anyone gonna find us in the sewers?
わかった。案内してくれ。
Right, Sleepy? That's what I was thinking. Quick, before somebody finds us in the sewers. Yeah, Kodak. It's like peripheral vision. And there were people behind him, right, Tad? Like, what?
先日このビルを丸ごと買い取った。最近は月見のも不景気でな。物件転がせなくなって困った連中が駆け込んできやがる。参ったもんだよ。俺らもそんなに金持ってねえってのによ。
そんで俺に伝えたかったことっちゅうのは何や。それが真島が言い残した言葉が関係してるんか。
ああ、そうだ。
俺ちょっと外を見張ってます。本当にここが安全かどうか信用できませんし。
疑り深えやつだな。あれ、お前さんの兄弟分か？
知らんのか、あいつのこと。
さあ、覚えがねえな。それにしても意外だな。下の連中から聞いてた話じゃ、もっと荒々しい男が来るのかと思っていたが、さすがあの真島の兄弟分ってことか。真島に似て中身は繊細な男のようだ。
そう言われたのは初めてやな。
うちらの業界の連中も節穴ばっかりになってしまったってことだ。どいつもこいつも見た目ばかりで人間を判断する。だから下手打つんだ。ところであんた、兄弟分を殺されたにしちゃあんまり怒ってないようだな。
兄弟が誰かにやられたとして、それは兄弟が弱かった言うだけの。
I don't think he's dead.
強いもんに弱いもんが負けた。そんなら俺の出る幕やない。
なるほど。
せやけど、兄弟がなんで殺されなあかんかったんか、兄弟は最後なんて言うて死んでいったんか、それだけは聞いとかなあかん。あんたやったらその答え知っとるんやろ。
俺がおめえに伝えたかったことってのはな、俺と真島が会合をしたあの日、あの場で本当は何が起こっていたのか、その真実についてだ。
真実やと聞かせてもらおうか。
ああ、まず最初に結論から言おう。北方組は真島をやってない。俺には真島を撃つ理由がないんだ。
どういう意味や。
言葉通りの意味だ。それ以上の意味はない。
真島は北方組を登場会の傘下に収めようと話つけに来てたはずや。ならあんたが真島を弾く理由は十分にあるはずやろ。それでも撃つ理由がないと言い張るんか。
だからそれが誤解なんだ。そもそも真島は登場会の傘下に入れと言ってきたんじゃない。
なんやと。
五分杯を交わしてほしいと頭を下げに来たんだ。つまり俺に堂島大吾の兄弟分になってくれと言ってきた。
北方組が登場会と五分やて。
ああ、そしておそらくうちだけじゃねえ。福岡や名古屋にも同じ条件で成しつけに行ってたはずだ。
What's going on?
うちとしても五分なら依存はねえ。登場会と手を組みや、うちに余計なちょっかいかけてくる組織もなくなるだろうしな。
ほな、あんたは杯受けるつもりやった言うんか。
そういうこった。だから俺が真島を殺す理由はね
ほな、一体誰が真島殺したんや。
そう。それがあんたに一番伝えなきゃならなかった真実だ。一度目の会合で杯の話を聞いた後、心を決めた俺は真島に連絡し、二度目の会合の日取りを決めた。そしてことが起きたのはその二度目の会合の時だった。俺が返事を伝えたところ、どういうわけか真島はしばらくじっと黙り込んでいた。少しして真島の口から飛び出した言葉を聞いた時、俺は耳を疑ったよ。
なんて言うたんや。
この杯交わしたらあかんとな。
なんやて。それは一体どういうことや。
Okay.
真島は感じていたようだ。この杯交渉の裏に誰か別の人間の思惑を感じると。
別の人間。
なあ、登場会と北方組が杯を交わしてしまうと、そいつの描いた絵の通りに事が運んでしまうかもしれんとな。
それで真島は杯交わすんを取りやめようとしたいうわけか。
おそらくな。
そんでその絵描いたんは誰か分かっとんのか。
それは
There has to be. Oh! Oh shit! Oh my god.
来たかだ。
Well,
しっかりせえ。
this is why you don't stand by the windows. Oh my goodness. The heck? Ah. Of course. You'd never stand by the windows. Why would you stand by the windows? Oh, we're doing a chase segment. Alright, we're chasing time. Chasing. Let's go. Please don't throw shit at me.
あれ、止まれ、止まれ。せえ。せえ、止まれ。せえ。止まれ。せえ。
Oh shit.
あれ、止まれ。あれ、止まれ、止まれ。
Oh gosh.
せえ、せえ。あれ。
We're really good. We're getting there. How many times do we have to beat him up?
あれ。
Oh, he has quite a bit of HP actually. Oh shit. God damn it. Can you not right now? I need to pick up something to throw at him. Why is he running so fast? Oh my god. Okay. You saw that a mile away? I mean, I guess it's Yakuza, that's pretty typical, but... Come on! We almost had the answers! Wait! What?
お前は
It's Baba-chan!
ババ。
What's going on? Okay, I knew he had to be
Baba-chan.
hiding something.
これはどういうことや。
He had to be hiding something. That's a tight shirt. I don't think we've ever
な
seen
ん
him
で
wear
来
a
た方
tight
売ったんや。
shirt.
お前の親父なんちゃうんか。
兄貴、あんた本当に素直な人ですね。
Has he been
来
playing
た
us?
方が俺の親父か。俺はね、来た方組の人間なんかじゃ
Oh,
ない
he
んです
lied
よ。
to us. Holy shit.
俺の目的にとってはその方が都合が良かったから、そう振る舞っていただけです。
目的やと。
そうです。俺があの刑務所に移送されたことも、あなたと同部屋になったことも、全部計画されていたことなんですよ。
全部芝居やったちゅうことか。
The
そう
betrayal.
です。あなたは全てこちらの読み通りに動いてくれた。こっちが戸惑うほどにね。でも正直言ってあなただけにはバレたくなかった。
ババちゃん。
こんなことになるんならあん時雪山で死んどきゃよかった。そしたらこんな思いしなくて済んだのに。
何アホなこと言うとるんや。
I'm
俺の
still
役目はあなたの監視。
confused.
そのために刑務所に入ったんです。
ほな、殺人で10年食らってたっちゅう話も。
当然作り話ですよ。そういうエピソードの方が冴島さんの関心が引けると思いましてね。
なんでそこまでして俺を監視する必要があったんや。俺が脱獄するとでも思ってたんか。
いや違います。むしろその逆です。
逆？
俺の目的はあなたの刑期をコントロールすること。つまり都合のいいタイミングであの刑務所からあなたを連れ出し、ここ月見野まで連れてくることにあったんです。
そんなアホな話あるか。そないなことできるはずない。
よく思い出してください。あの刑務所にはあなたの仮出所を邪魔する人間がいたはずだ。
邪魔するやつやで。まさか。
釘原ですよ。あいつはあなたの仮釈放を延期させるための道具でした。そう、あいつは俺の部下です。
Who was Kugihara again? Was he the bully? The heck?
俺にはあなたの仮釈放を伸ばす必要があった。それで釘原を使ってあなたが彼らに暴行をするように仕向けたんです。
Huh. Yeah, the bully. Okay.
お前がナミで人刺したっちゅうあの事件も全部。
そう、あれは本当に俺が刺したんですよ。
We gotta
あ
find
な
out
た
who
が
he's
確実
working
に
for.
釘原たちに手を出すにはそうするしかなかったんだね。
お前。
ですがそこまでやったところで今度は逆にあなたを外に連れ出さなきゃならなくなった。だから外の力を使って無理やりあの脱獄騒ぎを仕掛けたというわけです。
どういうことや。ちゃんと説明せえ。
Everything was a setup. Good night, Bullseye. Thanks for dropping in. See you soon.
真島五郎の死ですよ。それが俺たちにとってあなたをあの刑務所から連れ出すためのサインだったんです。
He keeps saying
あなたを
we.
刑務所の外に出すために真島は殺されたんですよ。真島が死んであなたが動く、それが我々の書いたシナリオです。
兄弟が俺のために死んだやと。どういうことや。
所長を殺し法務省に手を回してあなたの仮釈放の申請を取り下げさせたのも全てあなたが自らの意思で刑務所から出るように仕向けるた
This
め
is so elaborate.
必要なことでした。まあ俺個人にそんな力があるわけはありませんが。
何のためや。なんでそこまでして俺を外に出す必要があったんや。
I don't know why the alert's not going off yet. But Zao-chan, thank you for 45 months. I'm not sure where the alert went. It will probably pop up really slowly. Sometimes it gets delayed. But thank you. Yeah, where did you put the sniper rifle? You put it somewhere.
それは俺のバックにいる人の計画にあな
We
たの
gotta
力
find
が
out
必要だからで
who
す。
he's working for. Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank you,
お前
Zao-chan.
のバックにおる人
That was good timing,
間。誰や
actually.
それは。
それを知ればあなたは死ぬことになる。当然教えた俺も殺され
Damn,
るで
of
しょう。
course we don't get to know.
なら結論は一つです。
Are we fighting Baba-chan? Nah. No. You can't kill Saejima.
シナリオではあなたをここで殺す予定はなかったんですが、こうなってしまった以上致し方ない。
Baba-chan turns out to be
俺かお前の
evil.
どっちかが死ななあかんちゅうことやな。
I still don't think Majima's dead. I refuse. You don't kill a main character off screen and expect us to believe it. Who's faster?
どないした。撃てや。
Sajima's not afraid.
さっさと撃たんかい。何しとんのやババちゃん。ほらはよ。
Somebody's gonna shoot Baba-chan from off screen. This is what usually happens. I'm predicting it. I'm calling it now. Somebody's gonna shoot Baba-chan.
最後に一つ聞かせてください。なんであの時俺を助けに来たんですか。
あん時
俺が雪山で遭難した時ですよ。あんたは俺なんか放っておいて一人で月見野に行きゃよかったんだ。 それなのにあんたは危険も顧みず俺を助けに来てくれた。
It's because Saejima's a good
どう
person.
してだ。
兄弟を見捨てられるわけない。それだけ。
兄弟。
ああ。
Somebody's gonna shoot Baba-chan, I can tell.
杯を交わしたわけでもない。俺が勝手にそう呼んでただけなのに。それでもあんたは俺のこと兄弟だって言うのか。
当たり前やろ。杯交わすやなんてただの儀式に過ぎん。人と人の絆っちゅうもんは
Just waiting for a gunshot.
杯なんか交わさんでも自然にできるもんや。ちゃうか。
Gonna hide. He's gonna get shot. I can tell. This is so
俺は
predictable.
お前のことずっと弟分や思うとったで。
やめろ。
裏に何があったかはどうでもええ。俺にとってお前はほんまの兄弟。
もうやめてくれ。
Sorry, I'm just waiting for a bullet hole. Oh no! Come on, Baba. Don't go there.
何しとんじゃボケが。
Ooh. Okay. Whew. Gosh.
カテ
This
ィ
is
ア、
tense.
ババちゃん。兄貴分としてお前には教えとかなあかんことがあるようやな。
何ですか。
人間どんなにつろうても生きなあかん。つろうても夢持って生きなあかんのや。
夢。
ああ、
Sajima's a teddy bear.
とお
We all
前
know
にも
that.
あるはずや。手に入れたい叶えたい夢が。俺は網走に入る前チコたんや。
Life lessons.
極道の世界に足踏み入れるしかなかった人間が二度と俺みたいな悲しい道を生きんでもええようにする。それ
I
が俺
walk
と
a
真島が描
lonely
いた夢。
road.
俺が今ここにおる理由や。
Da-da-da-da-da, that I've ever known. Sorry. It made me think of that song. What is it? I walk a lonely road?
ババちゃん、
The
都合
only
よう死ねるほど世の中あまない。
lonely road that I've ever
俺
known.
が死ぬ
Is
っ
that
ちゅう
what
こ
it
と
is?
がどういうことか教えたる。
どうする気ですか。
簡単や。いっぺん死ぬほどの恐怖をその体に叩き込んだるわ。
Oh, we're gonna fight each other?
冴島さん
I
らし
think
いや
that's
り方
fighting
ですね。
music.
ああ、不満か。
Let's go. Now I'm gonna punch some sense into your son. I like that he doesn't try to get the gun away. First reflex is a direct punch. Yeah, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That's what it is.
全力でいきます。
Oh, it's boss fight time. Alright, Baba-chan. Let's go. Oh, there's a bike. Perfect. Oh, there's not much more beyond that. Stop it! Can you not? Oh my goodness. This is why we can't have nice things. Ugh. I'll get up eventually. This is so rude. I'm getting there, eventually. You were hyped for me to reach this part because you feel that's when the story really picks up? Yeah. I just want to use items. Why is Baba-chan so angry? Let's grab the bicycle. Stop it. Ah, we're getting there. Finally! Oh shit. Quick time events, man. Let's go! Not today, Baba-chan. Might be angry too if fighting made me light on fire. Hoo-wee! We beat the snot out of him. Maybe we'll actually be friends. Assuming nobody shoots Baba-chan out of nowhere. This game does that a lot. Just shoots characters out of nowhere. Just terrible.
死ぬほど痛い思いした気分は
Saved him from shooting himself and then you gave him a concussion. Yeah. What is it? Hard love? Tough love, not hard love. It's tough love. Very tough love. Beat each other up and then smoke a cigarette and bond. Yeah, hard love is something else entirely. The circle of Yakuza life, yeah. I know! First the concussion and now black lungs. Ah, smoking's rough.
もうええわそんなことしても真島の兄弟は帰ってこえへん
You know what would be a ridiculous plot
北
twist?
方に会うてなんとなく思ったんや
Is if his boss is Majima. What if Majima's like orchestrating
あ
this
い
whole
つ
thing?
はまだ生きとる
He has to
ま
be.
そうあってほしいと思っとるだけかもしれんけどな
冴島の兄貴恥を忍んで言います。ここは一旦見逃してください。
Tough love followed by brain swelling, vomiting, and death. Oh, fighting Majima in the batting cages, yeah.
あなたに事の真相を話したら俺は確実に消されます。でも俺はまだ死ねない。こんな俺にも夢はあるんだね。
ああ
でも夢に自分なりのケリをつけたらまた必ず冴島の兄貴の前に姿を現します。その時はちゃんと兄弟の杯交わさせてください。
わかったいつでもええ待っとるで。
はい。
So we get the gun now? I guess. Finders keepers.
そこまでだ。冴島大河だな。過重逃走及び銃刀法違反の現行犯で逮捕する。
What? We literally just picked it up.
これでようやく差しであんたと話ができそうだな。
That's the cop that was also talking with Kiryu. Oh, he looks
脱獄ま
familiar.
でして出てきた割にはやけにあっさり観念したもんだな。
That's right. Yeah, I definitely don't remember.
北方には会えたのか。
Thanks, Alice. Kitakata's
なん
dead,
でそれを
man.
お前がどういう目的で動いていたかくらい分かってる。警察なめんなよ。それにさっき北方を警察病院に搬送したば
Oh,
かり
he's
だからな。
alive?
北方を助かったんか。
ああ、銃声の後すぐに駆けつけたからな。
Damn.
お前が撃ったってわけじゃねえよな。さっき警察病院から連絡があって命に別状はないとのことだ。
Wasn't he shot on the left
Anjin.
side?
そうか。
That's where your vitals are.
お前北方から真島の死の真相を聞き出すつもりだったんだろう。早速黙秘か。まあいい。それじゃあ黙ってこっちの話を聞け。ここなら誰も邪魔が入らねえからよ。
Was it more in the center? I didn't see.
北方から聞いたかもしれないが、真島を殺したのは北方組じゃない。登場会だ。
Huh. I mean, it makes sense
その顔じゃ信用してねえようだな。
if someone were to take out
そ
Majima.
れじゃあこの情報は知ってるか。福岡で山笠組と杯交渉に行った堂島大吾が消えたって話。
なんやて。
知らなかったか。つい先日堂島は訪問先の福岡で忽然と姿を消しやがった。それから間髪入れず月見野で真島が、名古屋で安住が死んじまった。おかげで東上会本家は大パニックだ。本庁の四課の連中、今や寝る間もねえくらい忙しいらしいぜ。実は俺は今森永ってやつの行方を追ってる。
森永。
堂島大吾の護衛をやっていた男だ。実はその男、福岡で本部長の青山をやってんだよ。
青山が殺された。
森永が護衛していた堂島は行方不明。そして会長代行をしていた青山も森永に殺された。なんかこれ怪しくないか。
I feel like there's
さっきお前と一緒にいた男、あれ馬場って男だよな。
なんでそのこと。
やっぱりそうか。わざと泳がせた甲斐があるってもんだ。
あんたの狙いは何や。俺を捕まえることやったんちゃうんか。
まあそれもあるが、だが俺の真の狙い、それはこの一連の騒動を裏で操ってる人間、東上界の裏切り者を突き止めるってことだ。
東上界の裏切り者やと。
堂島大吾の失踪、真島の死、そしてお前。数年間全く動きを見せなかった東上界という山がこの数日間で一気に動き出して、それもまるでタイミングを合わせたかのように一斉に。俺はな、
さっきお前と一緒にいた馬場もその登場界をめぐる騒動を操っている人間の一味なんじゃないかと睨んでんだ。
その人間ちゅうのが森永やと。
うん、その可能性が高い。
一体何がどうなっとるんや。
There's a lot going on.
一つだけ確実なことがある。それはお前がこの登場界の内部で起こっている出来事の中心にいるってことだ。お前は奴らの計画に利用されてるんだよ。
Hey, please not. Welcome back.
登場界のことが気になるか。ならねえわけねえよな。となるとお前は東京に行くしかない。
そないなこと分かっとるわ。せやけど今の俺にはどうすることもできへん。
ああ、言うの忘れてた。実はこの車空港行き
They're
なん
gonna
だ。
send him to Tokyo.
空港。
俺はな、現在全国の極道社会を揺るがしているこの一大事件を府警の力で解決したいんだよ。そのためには事件のキーマンである森永、馬場を追うのが一番。そこであんたの力を借りたい。東京に行って登場界内部で何が起きているのか一つ探ってきちゃくれねえか。
なんやて。
今の登場界はガタガタだ。そこに若頭候補のあんたが現れればきっと事態は動く。
俺に警察の犬になれ言うんか。
ノーと言うならこのまま刑務所に向かうだけだ。さあどうする？
And the plot thickens. Hi, Cora. I'm doing well, by the way. I hope you've been well too, please not. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, so this is interesting because personally, again, I still don't think Majima's dead. I still don't think he's dead. Interesting that maybe Baba is working for Morinaga, but I still think that Majima could be involved somehow. I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, you don't just kill off a main character off screen and then expect us to believe it, especially in this series. How many times in the Yakuza games have we seen someone who's supposed to be dead come back? Dead. You know, they're not. Until I somehow see proof, I refuse to believe that Majima's dead. Yeah. Well, I'm personally, I'm not surprised that there's a traitor in the Tojo clan. This is Yakuza. I feel like it's almost par for the course in this kind of, business. You've been okay, please not? College has been whooping your butt. Oh, well, hopefully things calm down soon. I'm doing pretty good, yeah. Just been hanging in there, doing stuff. Working. Just wrapped your first clear of the new Destiny raid. Oh, nice! And you got the exotic. GG. Oh, we're back here. Yay.
ここから出て行ってもらえませんか？桐生一馬さん。
Have we met
言ってる
her?
意味がわからないな。
A year and a half earlier.
あの子を琉球街の本屋で見つけてから1週間。この養護施設のことも、どういう環境で育ってきたのかも、全て調べさせてもらった。もちろん、あなたの前の職業もね。沢村遥。容姿やスタイルは荒削りだけど、間違いなく逸材。磨けば光るわ。私なら彼女をギラギラに光る宝石の中でも特別な存在にすることができる。 私にあの子を預けて。必ず成功させてみせる。
その条件が俺がここから去ることだというのか。
I miss Kiryu.
人間っていうのは誰かを好きになればなるほどその人の裏を知りたくなるものなの。血液型、出身地、服の趣味や家族構成、知れば知るほど身近になった実感を得られる。でもその相手が実際は手の届かない遠い存在であるほど、知りたいという感情はより強く作用してしまう。そしてそれは相手の知らなくてもいい部分を暴きたいという感情につながっていく。
遥かの過去のことか。
ええ、人の心ってのは無情なものなの。一度愛した人間に裏切られたと感じたとき、その愛情は憎悪にすら変わる。そうは思わない？
Angry Kiryu face.
彼女を守るためなの。あなたと一緒にいた過去を消し去ることができれば、私は彼女を守れる。だから。
もういい。話は分かった。
So we go into why.
俺はここから離れるつもりはない。
We go into why they
朝顔の子供たちにとって
separated.
俺がいなくなることは幸せなことじゃない。俺は必要とされる限りここで生きていくつもりだ。
それがあなたの仕事だと？
仕事とかそんな軽いもんじゃない。それが俺の生きる道だということだ。用事があるんで失礼する。勝手に帰ってくれ。
何にも分かってないのね。道を極めたっていう割には随分世間知らずなのね、あなた。女の子一人に夢を見させることすらできない男がかっこつけてんじゃないわよ。彼女だけじゃない。先日ここを訪れた時分かったわ。朝顔に夢はない。あなたがいる限りずっとね。
どういう意味だ？
Are you insulting my orphanage?
私が幸せと聞いたら子供たちは皆口を揃えて言ったわ。幸せだって。確かに身寄りのない子供たちにとってここは最高の場所かもしれない。でもね、あの子たちは全員怯えている。
何にだ？
今だけの幸せが壊れてしまうことに。あの子たちは全員心からあなたを愛している。でもあなたといることの幸せを守ろうとするがあまり、全てのものを犠牲にしても構わないとすら考えている。例えば夢。子供っていうのはもっとわがままで、もっと無鉄砲で、もっと自分に忠実であるべきよ。あなたが近くにいるとあの子たちは自分自身の夢を描けない。
夢？
あなたにもわかるでしょ？子供たちがいずれ大きくなるためには夢ってものが大切になるんだってことくらい。そういった幸せを維持しようとする人間と何も持ってなくても夢を追いかける人間、どっちが強くてたくましいか。旅をさせなさい。そしてあなたも旅に出て、人のためじゃなくて自分のために探すの。必死になれる夢を。
だが
彼女を私に預けてくれれば、その代償に 子供たちの夢への保証をするつもりよ。施設の子全員が成人するまでの養育費、その他才能への投資、すべて私が面倒を見させてもらう。あなたは自分の代わりとなるスタッフを探して。安心して。はるかちゃんは絶対に成功する。歌手という道はあの子にとってかけがえのない夢になるわ。
私の夢。
どうしてそう言い切れるんだ？本当にそれが遥かの夢かどうなのか、なぜあんたにわかる？
簡単よ。私の夢も同じだからよ。
あんたの夢。
そう。夢は必ず受け継がれていく。人から人へ。必ずね。
So I guess that explains why he's so kind of sad that he's kind of separated from all the kids. He did it because he thought it was good for their future and their aspirations. Haruka Sawamura. Wait, we're not playing as Haruka, are we? Chapter 1, Backstage Dreams. Are we playing as Haruka? I thought we were going to play as Akiyama. Does Haruka fight? Are we going to punch things? So we're in Soul Tenbori. Are we actually playing as Haruka? Are we gonna go like do some like singing auditions or something? I was not expecting us to play her. I was expecting Akiyama to be part 3. The heck? You've been excited for me to reach this? Haruka time! Oh, we're training to be like a singer, like a pop star. Oh my goodness.
ちゃう何回言わせたら気済むんや。リズムに乗れって言うとるやろ。もう一回行くで。はい。
Oh my goodness. She's growing up? Do y'all remember when Haruka was just a baby? Look at her. I feel like we've kind of raised her, you know what I mean? She's like our child.
違う。はるか、恥かくくらいやったらステージみたいなもん登らん方がええ。もうやめた方がええんとちゃうか？
やります。もう一回お願いします。
If that was dancing wrong, I don't know what right is, right? Alright. That was a quick break because there's not too much left of stream anyway. So... turning on the fan because it's too warm. All right. Anyway, thank you for the welcome backs. I appreciate it. Hey, Tiger Kitten, how are you? Welcome. Welcome. You weren't expecting this either? Yeah, this is interesting. We'll see how this goes because I don't expect we'll be fighting as Haruka. But I guess we'll see. We have a whole mini game here, apparently. It's a rhythm game, it looks like. Oh, God. God damn it. They come from different places. Okay. As you make accurate button presses, the score gauge will build up. When battling against a rival, oh, we have to fight other people? A battle gauge is used in place of the score gauge. Okay. Gameplay changes during the song's interlude. Now's your chance to really show off your moves. Press the appropriate directional button just as the blue circle overlaps the red circle. Okay. This is such a good song. Go Haruka, go! You're a pop star. You're allowing yourself one small, tiny thing of backseating. You think it's important. Once you get to walk around with Haruka, do not pick up the shiny things on the ground. You know this is against everything I stand for. You're not telling me why to avoid spoilers, but trust you, that's all. Okay. You might have to remind me, because I'll probably forget. But yeah, okay, I trust you on this. I trust you on this. You might have to remind me, though. GH battle mode vibes? What's GH? I don't know what GH is. During play, you can enter idle heat mode by pressing L1. While idle heat mode lasts, button presses will have a greater effect, such as filling up the gauge more quickly. The number of times you can use idle heat mode is limited to the number of heart marks that appear at the top left. Use it wisely. Alright. Oh, whoops. I didn't do the idle heat mode. God damn it. Okay, cool. That was cute. Oh, Guitar Hero. I remember Guitar Hero. Hey, see what happens when you try. Excuse me. I was trying. This man is rude. Oh my goodness. All right. You can have a 5-minute break, then it's back to work. Right. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Haruka. Haruka's idle abilities rise as she takes lessons and performs jobs. There are 4 idle abilities. Singing, improved mainly through lessons. Appeal, improved mainly via jobs, such as handshake events. Performance, improved mainly via dance events and dance battles. Basic skill, improved by raising Haruka's level. In concert battles, each ability corresponds to a button. The higher these abilities, the more points you get for accurate button presses. Huh. Didn't I just take one? Take one what? Well, it was a tutorial though. Raising the idol abilities as high as you can is the key to success in concert battles. So be sure to improve Haruka's abilities through activities such as jobs and lessons. Seriously, the fact that the dev decided to create this whole section of the game is amazing to you. What even is Yakuza? Oh, that's so great. It's a rhythm game. That's what Yakuza is. Rhythm game and karaoke.
ああ、はい。今、蒼天テレビに出てる。そうです。沢村遥、うちのタレントです。沢村遥さんです。はい。沢村は今、うちの一押しでして。そうです。プリンセスリーグで勝てたら、メジャーデビューすることになってます。また、ほんまですか？いや、その際はぜひぜひ。はい。なるほどですね。了解です。はい。そしたら失礼いたします。
なあ、堀江ちゃん、水くれる？
はい。
The water's right there.
なあ、社長。いくらなんでもあと1週間でプリンセスリーグで優勝させるレベルまで鍛えろなんて無理やで。時間がなさすぎる。
今さら泣き言？プロなら言われた期日できっちり形にしなさい。
最初の話じゃ1年がかりで育てるって話だったはずですよ。それが半年で時間がなさすぎですって。歌なら歌、ダンスならダンス、どっちか一つにレッスン絞った方がええんじゃないですか？
私は遥をただのアイドルで終わらせるつもりはないの。
確かにあの子は掘り出し物ですよ。動きはいいし勘もええ、ルックスの割に根性もある。なんせこの半年社長が方々を集めた中で逃げずに残ったのはあの子一人だけですからね。
なら問題ないじゃない。
いや、だからこそもっとじっくり育てる方がええんやないかと。
口出しは結構容疑た。あなたは黙って言われた通りにやればいい。それに見合うだけの金は払ってるはずでしょ。
社長、沖田さんも遥のことを思って言うてはるんですし。
あなたと私は契約でつながってるの。こちらの条件に従えないなら今すぐ契約解除してもいいのよ。もちろんあなたからの途中解約ということになるからいろいろとそっちが損することになるけど、どうする？
ああ、やりますよ。やりゃいいんでしょ。
Haruka's singing ability raises when she dances. That makes a lot of sense. Dancing is good cardio, which leads to better pulmonary capacity, which has to help with singing. Oh, that's a good point too. Good health. Listen, Haruka, I'm sure I don't have to tell ya, but you gotta keep going till you know this like the back of your hand. Oh yeah, no worries, Hasha. Thanks for dropping in. Sweet dreams. Get some good rest. And take care. Rest well. Sweet dreams. The lesson's not done till you master my moves right through to the end of the song. Got it? Yes, sir. Ready to start your lesson now? Oh gosh. So we're going past the tutorial. Yes, please. Good. Here we go. Now it's time to play more rhythm game stuff. did it! Oh shit. Why they gotta throw these in here? I thought it was done. My bad. Sweet. You missed Kiryu's off pitch. Hey, hey, hey.
まあ今のは悪なかったわ。上出来やな。よし、今日はこのくらいでええやろ。明日もきついで。夜遊びせんとしっかり寝ておくんやな。
That was pretty fun. Oh, Haruka, we're gonna make you a pop star. Just you wait. Okay, Haruka has HP. Does that mean we have to fight? I don't know. Oh, everything's going up. We're gonna be a superstar. Going off the charts. Going off the charts.
お疲れ様。
社長。
明日からいよいよプリンセスリーグの決勝戦が始まるわね。
はい。
優勝すれば大々的に売り出していくわ。その一つとしてあなたには最高のステージを用意してある。
最高の？
そう。プリンセスリーグ決勝ファイナルラウンドの4日後、東京でメジャーデビューのライブをやってもらうわ。
東京でライブ？
ええ。間髪入れずに東京進出するの。そうなれば話題沸騰。一つのムーブメントを作り出すことができるわ。東京進出こそメジャーという世界に飛び込んだ証明になるの。わかる？
はい。
つまり失敗は許されないってことよ。
No pressure.
あら、いつになく浮かない顔ね。不安？
いや、ちょっと話が大きすぎてまだ実感が。
何言ってるの？これからあなたの身の回りではこれまで想像もしなかったことが一気に起きるのよ。あなたの歌を全国の何十万という人が聴き、何百万という人の目に触れる。浮世離れした体験があなたの日常になるの。ちゃんと覚悟しておきなさい。
はい。でもまだ決勝で勝てるかどうか。
そうね。でもあなたは負けられないはずよ。あなたが負ければ沖縄の施設への援助は打ち切らせてもらう。
Oh, that's just rude.
あの施設は閉鎖することになるでしょうね。そうなればあなたの帰る家はどこにもなくなる。その意味がわかるでしょ？
分かってます。私どんなことがあろうとやめませんから。
そう。疲れてるところ悪かったわね。ちょっと葉っぱかけただけよ。あのね、はるか。一つ覚えておいて。アイドルというのは多くの人に愛されなきゃならない。わかる？
はい。
そして愛してくれる人たち、つまりファンはいろんな言葉や形でその愛を表現する。その全てを受け止めなくてはならない。
はい。
好きだ、可愛いと言われて嫌な気分になる女性はいない。 最初は誰でも有名になった瞬間からその愛に幸せを感じていられるものよ。でもある日気づく。ファンからの愛情は本物の愛情ではないことに。ファンの愛とは一方的なもの。愛と呼んではいても本当のそれとは違う。そしてその現実を知ったとき、ほとんどの子は潰れて消えてしまう。確かに現実はそうだったとしても、それを理解した上で続けることだってできそうなもの。でもそれがみんなできない。
どうしてですか？
彼女たちは愛されるということが当然のことだと思っているからよ。普通に両親がいて、普通に教育を受け、普通に育った人間にとって親や友達がいるというのは当然のこと。そんな当たり前の環境の中で当たり前のように人と接し、当たり前のように受けてきた愛情が彼女たちを弱くする。一方的な愛と本物の愛の差がわからない。だから一方的な愛を失っただけなのに、自分の愛の全てを失ったんだと思ってしまう。愛されて当然と思っている人間は愛情の形すら認識できないの。
愛情の形？
アイドルとしての道を選んだあなたが不安に思う気持ちもわかる。でも私は知ってる。あなたはすでに愛されるということがどういうことなのか分かってる人間のはず。大丈夫。あなたならきっとやれる。自分を信じてレッスンを続けなさい。
社長。もしかして社長も私と同じような環境で育ったんですか？
勘のいい子ね。私も実の親の愛を知らずに育ってきた人間なの。物心つく前に親からひどい虐待を受けててね。
虐待？
長い間誰にも愛されない環境で育って、私はテレビで見るアイドルという存在に憧れたわ。多くの人に愛される彼女たちはあの頃の私とは真逆ですごく眩しかった。子供だった私はだからアイドルを目指した。もっとも私の場合は成功には程遠かったけどね。明日はまず講演会主催のイベント。その後午後から蒼天テレビでプリンセスリーグ決勝第1ラウンドの収録よ。朝9時に事務所でいいわ。あ、そう、明日から堀江をあなたにつけるわ。今日はもう帰って休みなさい。
はい、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様。
社長、私頑張ります。
もちろん分かってるわ。
I don't think it's fair for Park-san to be holding the orphanage's support over her head. Like, the rest of the pep talk was fine, but when she was all like, if you lose, I'm gonna stop supporting the orphanage. I'm just like, what? That's just really cruel, in my opinion. Everything else was fine, but that one thing I had beef with. You have an issue with Park being that obviously and stupidly evil, but I'm not sure if the choice of a Korean surname was quite voluntary from the Japanese company. Yeah, actually, that's interesting. Maybe it's some sort of commentary on the Korean pop industry, which has its own reputation. Very kind of manufactured, very like, I hear it's very strict and just not, honestly, not all sunshine and rainbows in general. So, interesting. I didn't even notice that till you pointed it out, Sleepy. Okay, I'm done changing. I'll just say goodbye to Horie-san before going home. Oh, we got emails. To my international friends. Hello, my friends all over the world. I have a request for you today. Lately, I haven't been able to take any of the perfect shots that I long for, so I had an idea. I want all of you to upload any perfect shots you take to the image hosting site I built. This is the same as the moments, then. Okay, we'll just keep an eye out. What could this email be about? Was it sent to me by mistake? It does sound interesting, though. Maybe I'll take a look if I find time. Haruka's idol abilities. Okay, we already did that. Oh, we have abilities. What's this? Oh my goodness. Okay. Wake the fighting spirit that sleeps within you to raise your spirits 1 level during a dance battle. Win the hearts of the crowd with a sweet performance during a dance battle, causing your opponent's heat to fall a bit. Increase your health max value. Boost the heat gauge max value. I'm gonna go with the first two for now, because I feel like that'll be useful. Yeah, don't pick up the shinies. Dance battle. Oh goodness. Okay, we don't have any items. There's 6 dance battle stories and 48 work missions. Holy moly. Okay. Oh, good night, Nintendo Geek. We're actually at a good stopping point, even though I would totally do more. Uh-oh. That's a shiny? Oh god, can I look away? Is this bad, Alice? Did I do something wrong? I didn't save. I can't just close it. You think it's okay if I just look away? Oh, this is okay? Okay, I couldn't tell. I wasn't sure if there was a shiny like behind the bench and I didn't see it. Okay, this is okay. It's just a locker key. Okay. I thought it was gonna be something like you found somebody's heart or like their finger on the floor. Hey Sky, how are you doing? Happy Thursday. ... Just don't pick up everything. Okay. It's just a locker key. Ooh, Ink, you did absolutely every single side mission. It's so fun. Oh, I just think it's so cool we get to play as Haruka. Like, I was not ever expecting this. Just because, like, you know, it's all this time, ever since we met Haruka, she's always been a side character, you know? She's always been just someone that Kiryu is obviously very protective of, but we as the player also become protective of Haruka. And I just never saw her as, because everybody that we've ever played as up to this point has been somebody that like fights and throws punches and gets beat up, and you know, and so not that Haruka couldn't fight, because I'm sure she'd be kick-ass, you know, just badass in general, but it just never occurred to me that she would be a playable character. So this was a really nice surprise, because I just didn't see this coming, to be honest. Where do I even go to save? I'm not even sure, actually. I'm sure I go somewhere to save. I don't actually know. I guess I'm leaving. What's upstairs? I'll understand why later. We get to play as Haruka? You remember that? Oh, that's funny. Is there a save point up here? Of course not. Okay, there's a shiny there. Avoid it. Avoid the shiny. Is this one safe to pick up? Do you know? I think it's hard to avoid loot. It goes against everything that I stand for. Don't pick it up. Okay, I'm leaving then. Yep. Don't pick anything up. Alright. That one locker key was the only exception. Oh, there's another shiny up there. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let me restate. ... We need a save point. Where the heck are the save points? Oh, here we go. Finally, Jesus. At payphones or fax machines? No, we're not grabbing the shinies. We're not grabbing the shinies. I guess I'll just create some new save data. For no reason. It's not the end of the world if you forget and pick it up, but try not to. Okay. Got it. Well, we hit a good stopping point. As much as I would love to keep going, I'm pretty tired. And I think if we just keep going, it'll get longer. But next week, when we come back to Yakuza 5 again, it should be very interesting. I think we were on Saejima for the longest time. Nothing wrong with Saejima, but definitely kind of pales in comparison to playing as Haruka. You know, of all characters that we get to play as, I think this has been the most pleasantly surprising switch. So, we'll check this out and continue this on Yakuza stream next week. The funny thing is, yeah, she's on the cover with all the other playable characters. Yeah, but you know, I just thought she was gonna be. She's just there because she's like an important character. She's like a key character. I mean, look at this. She is a key character, right? So it didn't occur to me. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna play as her, you know? Like there's Kiryu, there's Saejima, there's Akiyama, and there's the guy I don't know. And I just didn't think, it never occurred to me. It just never occurred to me. Such a cool surprise though, to be honest. Anyways. Good night, Vinius. Thanks for dropping in. Late for the party, Alice, Sky. Thank you all so much for being here. This was definitely just a really nice turnaround on my week. Had a, you know, as you all know, I had a kind of a rough day yesterday, but overall I'm doing much better today. And of course, this was a nice kind of cherry on top, getting to hang out with you all and see you all and just chat and hang out, you know. That's why I didn't cancel, even though part of me wanted to. I just needed something good after after a very busy week and then a really kind of not so great day yesterday. But anyways, tomorrow another stream is happening at 5:30 Pacific. We'll be doing Horizon Forbidden West, which I haven't played since last week, so still very slow. And that's basically it. No streams this weekend. But if you want more Yakuza 5, we'll continue that next Thursday night. So come hang out. We get to continue Haruka's story, which again, mind blown, honestly. But tomorrow is Horizon Forbidden West, so come hang out if you got time. No streams this weekend, and I think that's mostly it. So thank you, Alshan. Thank you, Vinius. That's so sweet. Thank you, Alice. I mean, I knew I was going to feel better just to chat and hang out with you all. My only thing is, you know, that I just wish I had more energy, because I feel like you all deserve a more energetic stream. But I do understand that that's just me being harsh on myself as usual. Thank you, Shin. Thank you, Ink. Thank you, Late for the Party. I missed you all too. It's always nice to see you every week. And I just appreciate the continued support you all show for me and for each other. It just means more than I can really express. And like, even through all the other new stresses I face now, you're all still a very stable anchor in my life, you know, a community that I know that will be there and support me and each other. And it's just, I will always be grateful for that. So, Time Rift, thank you. Sleepy, you did help. Thank you. You're all fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Alice. And yeah, I might have to get boba, right? Maybe this weekend. Anyway, folks, if you have time to spare, make sure you, but feel free to stick around. I'm going to run the ads during the ending screen. All you have to do is wait for the stream to go offline and make sure your ad blocker is off. Make sure you also follow all the things, all my social media, as well as join us on Discord as well, because it's a great way to keep up with the streams. I also do, I set the streams now as events. on the Discord server. So if you click on the events on the left sidebar in the server, and then if you actually put I'm interested on specific stream events, it'll actually notify you on Discord when it's live. And I keep those pretty up to date. It's been a pretty nice way for people to kind of try to get used to my new schedule, because it is still, in my opinion, quite different and not something we're all used to yet. So check that out. Make sure you join, do all the good stuff, and otherwise I'll see you all tomorrow night. And I don't have my snowy wave perler out, so but I'll see you all very soon. Thanks again for the awesome support. Be safe, be kind, and I'll see you all soon. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.